So, how does Rao Bahadur fit into the scheme of what we've just discussed?
Rao Bahadur is the scheme of what we discussed might not be a same apple to apple comparison, because this is my lead phase, lead era, right? So it comes from a different, it has a slightly different tangent to it. Like, for example, when I was doing my lead roles in content driven films, like where the content plays a major thing, I was not getting enough audience, but still I continued doing them. Okay. And now I was doing it, and we arrived at a point where now people want content. It's like, do a film where we see content, we see that performances, magic happening, experience. That's where we arrived. So I was good, but back then my land has no value. My land was like barren land at that point. Now I can see sprouts coming up. So that's exactly what Rao Bahadur is. See, for me, I think 5 hours of makeup, me sitting on a chair, or 5 hours of makeup, Maha sitting on the subject for 5 years, is a way of showing the love towards the audience.
Right.
I think it's a love letter from us to the audience, because most of the time, more often than not, we hear this thing of, why don't we do a Malayalam kind of a film? Why don't we do a Tamil kind of a film? Where in Telugu, especially, I'm talking about. Rao Bahadur fits exactly. It's that, like that film where we all celebrate in Telugu. This is the love letter. Like, now watch it.
What is that film we all celebrate? How do you define that?
Rao Bahadur?
Yeah.
See, it's not that film where you'll have fights, or you'll have the love, the songs, the dance. Of course, you do have dances, but they come from a perspective, like it comes out of the film, out of the story. Rao Bahadur, Ramappa has to dance there in order to convince you. See, that film is because it is rich in every aspect, Baradwaj. It's rich in every aspect coming. Like, once you watch the film, I proudly say that maybe every department will deserve a page of review, like where you write about them and you appreciate their work. Like, be it the costumes, be it the set design, the performances, the writing of Maha, cinematography, music, Smaran, Karthik, the cinematography. It's rich in every which way. The magic that the pride or the proud feeling that I'm is because I've seen what we have done. Maha was able to, do some black magic to all of us and get us all on the same page to do this beautiful film. That's the whole reason, because more often than not, I hear this thing of, is it an experiment? Is it something, you've done an experiment? See, I'm saying we have to do experiments to bring people to the audience, to the theatre.
Every film is an experiment.
Experiment, exactly. It doesn't fit in the general trope of things, and that's the whole reason why. Why is it unique? Is because of that. Rao Bahadur is unique in its own way, because not something that we see it often. On the Telugu screen, or for that matter, I can proudly say that, like, it's one of those films in Indian screen. On Indian screen.
Is it something that you are taking pan-India, or you're sticking to Telugu?
For now, it's Telugu. Initially, we had the idea, but I think the timelines and all are not matching. I think the producers have this thing of maybe 1 week later, they want to release it in other
languages.
Other languages. That's exactly what.
And you're set for like pan-Indian stardom.
Absolutely. I feel it's. I think every film is now pan-Indian, as you know that. Like, once it's good, people are watching it, consuming it, like left, right, center. There's no second thought about it. I'm sure it'll strike a chord with the entire Indian.
So, apart from the promotional stuff, the teaser, the trailer, so on and so forth, they give us an idea of the bigness of scale. They give us an idea that this is an eccentric world. They give us the idea that it's a little strange. There's a floating man and other things that are happening, right? What drew you when Venkatesh Maha comes to you and says, I have this concept for a film, idea for a film? What was the primary thing that said, the core that said, listen, I need to do this film?
I think with Maha, with what Maha and me share, it's
Just to interrupt. So you guys have already done Uma Maheshwara Group
Exactly.
this year, for which we spoke last time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's one of the best reviews I've ever. I mean, like, even now I have that screenshot of your review.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
I really
But
love that.
that's very kind. But what I really was impressed with was the way they took a super iconic film like Maheshwara Pratikaram. You guys took that film and Teluguized it and localized it so beautifully, and it was.
I think well, with Maha, Baradwaj, I think it's like you just tell me the dates.
There's
And
that trust.
It's a trust. I mean, why not? I think he deserves that. He writes something to that level where you don't want to doubt it for a second.
Yeah.
You just jump, take a jump and tell me now how deep it is.
Yeah.
That kind of a guy. And he covers all bases. He covers all the corners and everything. I mean, it's just that. But when I said yes, and that's when I heard the story with Rao Bahadur. I'm doing it. Now tell me the story.
Okay.
So when I heard it, I was like, Maha, you think I can do this? What? Anyone who hears the story for the first time, by the way, they feel like, how did you write this? What was your thought process? Is the first question. A person who goes through so much only can write this. I mean, like, for that age, or like for he might have seen so much in life. Only then you can write a film like Rao Bahadur, because it's you'll know it when you watch it. What I said, but at the same time, what Ramappa, like what he has written for Ramappa, the title character, Bonam Ramappa Rao Bahadur, his name. It's so tough mentally to get into the what Maha has created for Ramappa. It's like you have to believe and live like Ramappa for at least for 80 days or 90 days. It's next to impossible.
Right.
That guy is a maniac. He'll be an iconic character in Indian cinema. Ramappa will be celebrated for sure. That's how the Ramappa character. In a nutshell, if I have to say, when you're obsessed with one thing, when you're obsessed with something, you'll become supernatural.
You're talking about the movie, right?
I'm talking about the character.
Yeah,
what I understood from what Maha told me. When you're obsessed with a thing, you become supernatural. That's exactly what Ramappa is. Like, he wants to know a truth. And for that, he makes sure he creates havoc. Things go bizarre, there's a tinge of magical realism in it. The floating guy that you're talking about. It's magic. It's part of magical realism. That's another trope of the film, where, magical realism, where we, if there's a metaphor, that if we show that metaphor in a graphic format, it becomes magical realism, right? So the toughest part for me is to believe and live like Ramappa, live like what Maha has created in his head.
Okay.
That was very tough. Me understanding the character and trying to be that doesn't count, because this guy has got a complete different take on that thing, and that was very tough for me. But initially, we cracked it. We sat together. We had many sessions, workshops. And then we cracked the thing, and the first dialogue of the film is the last dialogue in the trailer.
Okay.
If you see that, he says, "When life, throws lemons at you," the line is there. Really, you become supernatural. That's the first line we shot.
Okay.
For the entire film, and I think from there on, it was like a magical ride. Everything was smooth because I got into the character, and